it's just, a label is just going to help you get your face and name out there more. They can push you more and everything like that. But if you're, doing the tour grind and all that, then, I definitely think you can make it work if you're worth anything.
Yeah.
I think looking at it from two different perspectives, it's like, as a fan of music, it's pretty awesome because there's so much music out there, and it's so easy to find new artists and discover new bands and stuff. It's really so easy, and you don't have to leave your house. It's so convenient. Everything's right there. But I mean, there's some sometimes you want to go out and have a physical copy. But as a musician, I think it's a blessing and a curse with technology. Anyone can make an album as long as you have like a computer and a little software in your basement. Any kid can make an album.
I think the future of music is definitely, as far as format wise, that is where we're headed. Everything I think is going to be MP3 based. It started out with iPods, and so you could transfer your own personal CD collection to MP3s. But with the way music stores have closed left and right, there's no physical stores to buy from anymore. With things like iTunes, the Android market, everybody uses their phones. The phones are the way people listen to their music now. MP3s definitely seem to be the future. Once they get a better handle on the cloud music system, I think that'll eventually take over, because that way you're allowed unlimited space to put whatever you want.
I mean, MP3s definitely degenerates the sound of music, so you're not getting what you got on CD or vinyl. But I mean, what is next? It's really hard to say. It definitely would be something computer driven, but it's just I don't think anything can go much further than where it's at. Of course, that it's because I'm old and I can't think that far anymore.
Everything's getting digital in the distribution wise. Everything's really, really digital, and it makes me kind of sad, but I'm embracing it more than I was, because there's something about holding a CD for me, or like a record, that I just love. But I'm finally warming to like MP3 and having it on a computer. I like the sound quality, makes me kind of sad, but it's easier, and I hate to say that, but it is easier to just like download it, like press a button and you have it right there.
I really hope CDs don't go away, but I've already converted to iPod, which I used to not like. So I don't know, maybe it'll get to the point where they install a chip inside your brain that plays all the music you like.
Brain injection? I mean, seriously, what's left?
I have this really awesome grand idea about holographs, like Star Trek, and you transport yourself or whatever. I see a day when I can say, Ty Thompson, I would like you right now, and all of a sudden I press my button, like the Jetsons or whatever, and he just ends up in my living room as a holograph. And there is also sensory information that can be relayed from one another, which also means audio. So he could sing to me, he could serenade me. So I'm sure you could do that with the Mammies. You'd be like, I want to see the Mammies in my living room. I think I'm having a moment right now. I think a light bulb is going off. So you hit the button and it's like, I want to see the Black Keys right now, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, they're in my living room and I'm listening to the Black Keys. That's an awesome idea. You should really, I hope you got that.
I can tell you there's a lot of talent here. There always has been a lot of talent, and diverse talent in this town and surrounding communities as well. We've got everything you can think of, beach music, pop music. We've got a lot of punk, metal, rock, alternative, folk, bluegrass. I mean, we have everything. There's so many talented people in this town that are extremely devoted to it.
You have to kind of sacrifice part of what you are in order to support the other person. As a team, like me and Phil, we kind of talk about, a solo violin is beautiful, but man, if you have a whole string section, it's much more beautiful. So when you work with others, that's where when things really can come out.
You know what? I'm very, very happy with what we do and the way we do it. I can't really see anything more that I want. This right here. This is it.
Hold your next to the door, Alex. Right here.
Uh-oh. Taking down the old Rock Studio sign that's been up here for 10 years.
You told me you were going when we were only kids. You said your greatest fear was that of never knowing the places that exist. So it's my turn. You now. Your voice is just as familiar as the words from my mother's mouth. Though we've known this song for so long, your time, but it's so apparent now. It's taken months to get your name off of my tongue. After months of feeling down, so it's our turn to miss you now. Empty fields in winter always bring you back, and the feeling's much the same. And I can hear the whistle blowing down the track when it's much too far away.